Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, there.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
Greetings
fine.
are always funny.
Yeah, well, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are reviewing what's this book? We Need New Names by Noviolet Bulawayo.
Yes.
So, how did you find the book?
Ma'am, I loved the book. Listen, I started reading this book. I think I was going to get my hair done. So, Waito Saloning takes a while. I almost finished this book. Kiliko Saloning, just waiting and getting my hair done. Like, that's how quick of a read it is. Like, yeah, flow, like, it's just so. It's such an easy read, and it's pleasant and it's witty and it's funny. I loved it.
Funny. Very fun. I also loved it. Yesterday when I was busy preparing, and then I was like looking through my favorite parts and whatnot, and I just started laughing because of something that I remembered. And I was like, yo, this book was actually very funny. It was like,
It's
and it
fun.
flowed. It flowed, but it had a lot of funny, very funny moments because you couldn't believe it. So then what this thing, that part, yeah, Chipo who's now pregnant, that little girl, and then that guy, that man who came back because he was sick. That one, yeah, those were.
But even during those moments, you still find moments to laugh. Kurogara, she's not being comic about it. It's just the way she writes it. Like, she's telling painful stories in a really light-hearted way, not taking away from the real issues, but like, it almost feels like you're just sitting with grown-up ladies and they're telling you stories about who and who did what happened, and you're just listening there and you can't help but laugh. I enjoyed it.
No, I agree.
So for some context, Kumarao ere 10-year-old darling has a choice. It's down or out. Ne? In a shanty called Paradise, Darling and her friends spend their days stealing guavas and singing Lady Gaga, all while grasping at memories of life before and dreaming of escape. A dream that one day comes true for Darling. But as Darling discovers, her new life in America is a far cry from what she imagined, and this new world brings with it dangers of its own. So it's a nice coming of age story, really.
It is, but also like maybe so on, guys. I'm sorry, but you can't be naming your children like this.
We're used to it in South Africa.
Yeah, but
I think
I think it's worse.
At first it was, no, I'm not saying us as South Africans we name our children like that. It's we are used to Zimbabweans naming their children a bit differently from us. At first it was a bit of a shocker. But now it's like you can almost tell by the visual or which nationality are you. Yes.
Not good enough. Oh, no, not good enough. But yeah, the names in here
quite interesting. I can actually get Darling.
But then Darling will, like, it's a nice name.
Mara Darling.
Yeah, it's your darling. It's your darling girl. What was the other one's name? I forgot the other. Yeah, I forgot the other friend's name.
But le my video as cool.
What Chipo? I don't even know what Chipo means. But anyway, moving on.
Yes.
So, what was your favorite part in the book? Like, or do you have a quote that you'd like to share?
No, I don't have a quote. I like the book altogether. It's one of those books that you binge read. One of those books that you like that you slip through very quickly. What was your favorite part?
I liked page 171.
Okay.
So, page 171. More in America. Yeah. Then it's more over there. Over there, the fatness was of bigness. Just ordinary fatness you could understand because it meant the person ate well. Fatness you could even envy. it was fatness that did not interfere with the body. A neck was still a neck, a stomach, an arm, a buttock. But this American fatness takes it to a whole another level. The body is turned into something else. The neck becomes a thigh. The neck becomes a thigh. The stomach becomes an anthill. An arm, a thing, a buttock. I don't even know. I'm not gonna say that one. Not that one. I know what you're thinking about.
Good.
But only Milo paper bag.
Oh my goodness.
But
Paper
how
bag is
you
machine,
yeah, how you go to
What's one?
So I just kept thinking about that. I was like, yo, it made me laugh. And yesterday, I was like, yo, guys. Kurare, utsuhil, batsusi someone. What America chooses someone, and not like, okay. And because of also, when you don't know about a place, you are being sold this dream. It's like this, it's like that. Or even the pictures. I mean, the America that you see on pictures. And then it was not that. Yes, that she's when she got there, she was like, okay, wait a minute, hold up.
No, it just reminded me how funny this book was. Like,
from the story of the guavas. No man. And I think like I love the fact that she kept it light.
She did.
She kept it very light. And also when they grew up, you kind of grew up with them. You saw her like the way they saw. You saw life through their eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, they really came alive, Shani. They really came alive. And you felt each one of them. Like, for instance, we could tell how young they were, and we could understand then the predicament that Chico is in, and how she handled her whole pregnancy. Like, Chico was young when she fell pregnant. They didn't even know what was going on, and just how they were able to internalize and rationalize this. It's so funny because they are so innocent. Like, their children. She's a child who was victimized, and seeing it through their eyes, you just see the innocence fade away from her eyes, because this child does not know what's happening to her body. When they tried to terminate the pregnancy.
Yes, they had this new friend from somewhere who came. Then I've seen this.
Oh my God.
Yo, ka madi a ka tshaba. But anyway, another part that 285 that I've seen in another book, I think The Thing Around Your Neck, in some of the short stories, this thing is also like something that comes across as like a lot of people when they move away, like foreigners, okay, like in their own country, when they move away and they go to America, it almost seems to the ones that stay behind
that they have a good life.
Yeah, they have a good life, or they have fled.
Yes.
So it's
they
always
chickened out.
Yeah, they chickened out, and then whenever they call that country their own country, it's almost like you don't even have a right to say that because of you not even here.
When you went through these things.
Yeah,
and it's not fair, because
it's
they
not.
still then expect you're not fighting for your country. You must still send money back home.
Exactly.
But you're saying I don't have the rights, to call it my home. I can understand it, but I feel it's.
No, I also feel like it's unfair. I feel like you need to understand that as people, we all want a different life for ourselves. We have dreams. And I mean, all her friends knew from a young age that was the dream for her. Yeah, she wanted to join her aunt in America. And when she got there, even though she found out, kwa batho ba bereka 2 jobs gore ba romele wena tšhelete le emetseng why. But yeah, towards the end, more 285, it's where Chipo, I think Darling called home, and then Chipo was there, and then Mama Hai was like, oh, Chipo, I should and whatnot. And then she said, but you're not the one suffering. You think watching on BBC means you know what is going on. No, you don't know, my friend. It's the wound that knows the texture of the pain. It's us who stayed here feeling the real suffering. So it's us who have a right to even say anything about that or anything in anybody she says. Getting that or anything in anybody she says. So get another part like it seems like a theme or a thing with them.
But you don't get.
Yeah, you don't get to
call this home because
home.
you were not there. It's unfortunate, but I can almost understand it from both sides actually.
Yeah, you can see the perspective because of let's say you didn't stay and fight because we believe that there's strength in numbers, and then but it's my life. I can do whatever I want. I wanted something better,
and I was brave enough to leave because some of them. They hide behind the fact that we stayed, forgetting when they were not brave enough to leave.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, I sense a little bit of jealousy because of maybe you don't even have that option. Like, it's not an option for it because of you don't even have anybody in America. So anyway, what are you rating the book?
That's on this book, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Like,
now I'm rating it.
The book.
I'm rating it 4 out of 5 because like I'm still trying to say because I actually in the beginning it was just the dread for me.
Serious?
Like I couldn't get to it. I couldn't get into the like
I can't believe I read it in March 2023. It feels like it doesn't feel so long ago, but wow.
I don't even know. But then yeah, I guess I
gave it a 5.
You gave it a 5? No, I'm giving it a 3.
Anyway, I'm 4. Okay.
Oh, so the 4 out of 5.
If you want to get into reading, if you want something to get you through your reading slump, you want to get into the habit of reading. Wow. This is the book.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But it's very,
you
very...
don't agree?
I agree. I'm agreeing. 4 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Take my word for it.
Happy reading.
Happy reading. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.